Huh?
His turtle's making a comeback.
That's right.
I was not paying attention until I heard my name. I'm like, oh
Use the
shit, I'm
spell
being talked to.
knock.
You asked if you're gonna be sticking with us for the session. We can give you a joke character.
You can just sit in the background.
Oh, no, nice.
Disappears.
He'll play Corius.
Look how he
Still
immediately left.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we're finding Corius this session. Is that what's happening?
No, he's
Guys,
playing
contact me.
Corius right now. He's not in
Or-
the chat.
Or he could be playing Stuart. He plays my rat.
He's
Oh,
playing
you're
as my
right.
dad.
Don't give him that much. I guess he can't even speak with anyone. Don't give him that much power, though.
The rat. How come?
Okay. Previously, as our characters finished off the battle of getting the liquor license for Tim, engaging some stuff afterwards, getting Tim his liquor license, and going on doing a couple of their own side missions. The next morning, we make our way to the Grey Wall Apartments. This is where Ermine. I'm sorry, who else went with them? I totally forgot your names. Who went with Ermine?
Beladesh.
Beladesh? No, that's right, just you two. They returned, and now we're going back with them to face this eerie apartment building. As we enter the building, we enter as Ermine stabs the door with an arrow. It grants us access as the door had an animated face. We enter the building and engage with 3 black puddings. Very fun. And after having enough of this, we said, fuck this, and light the building on fire, and we walked away to get drinks at Tim's. And that's where we decided to finally make our way with the business cards for Rotototor. Rotototor. That's kind of where we left off. Also, some other notes. We have Find Corius. We have the museum in the Skyway. We have obviously the business card. And to get into the museum in the Skyway, talk to the headmaster at the Bard College. So
Yep.
You said the business card. You mean that's like my thing where I can sell the.
no, the card that was attached to Rototor's body when we woke up.
Oh,
The-
well, we
the
also
robot-
have the thing where my business with the house.
Yeah. When 2 of you have businesses up in the upper parts, and the only way to get there right now is via the headmaster of Bard College. So you each have a reason.
Well,
2 people have a reason to go with me to the Bard College.
well, I also might be able to arrange some things because I have to go and talk to House Fjarlin because I was gonna sell. I was gonna sell them the anti what's it called?
Anti-poison.
No, it was not anti-poison. It was anti
Paralyzation.
yeah,
Petrification.
petrification. Sorry, we didn't hear you. My bad.
Oh gosh, I was like, I kept on saying like petrification, poisoned, petrification, paralyzed.
Paralysis. No, well, closer.
I love you, Chris.
Petrification.
Be loud.
He's like, I'm speaking for myself. Petrification.
I am the game master.
I heard Game Master.
It was behind schedule. I'm here. I promise. Yes, I'm human. Fuck off.
All right.
Alright.
All right.
Giggity.
Back in the Grey Walls, here in Sharn. It's about midday. City is still bustling with activity all around you, except here in Grey Walls itself. The quieter of the quarters here in Tavik's Landing, patrolled independently by a small militia section of town owned pretty exclusively by Karnathi, just one of the other races from other countrymen. Leaving behind a fire after an investigation in one of the towers, you can already watch as sky coaches with bound water elementals are flying up towards the tower to quickly quench the fire before it can spread to any of the nearby ones through the many connected bridges. There is a small commotion amongst apartment residents kind of gathering around, but as you kind of make your way further away, either if you're going down Victory Square, if you wanted to keep going towards the business card's location to the south, or if you wanted to go elsewhere entirely, is up to you.
Business call. At least for me.
Decided it would be like a whole group thing, I believe, when you had mentioned the business
Yeah,
cards.
we were in a whole battle thing, so.
Can we have a quick recap regarding what the business card said?
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Quickly double check my notes in case there was anything specific on the card, but it had just mentioned if you wished for more information regarding your mutual friend, to meet them here in Sharn, specifically here in Grey Walls, and gave this specific address.
Okay.
You found it on the body of Horotator, who was apparently clawed asunder.
Okay. And then do we remember who grabbed and read the card? Was that Noir, or
Well,
was not me.
technically I read it, but I put it back down and somebody else read it.
I believe Ermine did.
okay.
Yeah.
Ermine is a safe repository for most information or informational pamphlets received this campaign.
Very simple. Pictures.
That's it. Do you all wish to make your way towards the address on the card?
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Is
follow
that
them.
anywhere near House Fiorlin or no?
It's still in the same district, so you wouldn't really be traveling that far. Your expedition, if you wish to go to Fjarlin, is about 1 hour, one and a half hours, because you have to ascend up a level and then to the district up in, I believe it's
I'll go with
upper.
everybody. I haven't actually been out of the area for a while.
Alrighty. Okay. Open my notes.
By the way, everybody watching, sorry for the late start today. Life gets in the way sometimes.
Indeed.
Have family visiting though, and it's nice.
Yay.
But
I was about to blame Eric for everything, but sorry.
I can
I'm
take
sorry,
the
I called into work too much. I called into work last night, actually.
Feel that.
I mean, we did get some streamed barodrama out of it, so.
Eh.
Good stuff.
But
second. All right. You begin making your way towards the labeled address, and as you start the walk down the pathways and bridges that connect to this tower, you notice it's a pretty isolated tower compared to the rest. On the very edge of the district itself, you see what appears to be a more dilapidated tower with a very slight lean to it that has just grown more and more exaggerated as the tower has built on. The bridges that interconnect to it itself are mostly in disrepair, but you can see there have been planks and the like that have been set aside to make the pathway available. And there, tucked very precariously, is a shack, like a wooden structure built off the side of the tower. If anyone wants, they can roll a perception check at this point.
Well,
don't know what it's gonna give me, but sure. That was a 5, Chris.
I can't wait for the -1.
Do I even see the shack?
You see the shack. Barely, but you do.
I got a 4.
I got a nat 1.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
I
Fuck, dude. No
I just need to
fucking
pull up my shit. I
Perception?
thought I'd be
Like,
beyond that, so
Perception,
I
perception.
There's
Hey.
a shack. Where? You're looking right at it. I swear I'm not.
19
Okay.
I
one.
swear I'm not.
9, 20, okay.
I got 13 plus 1, so
Okay.
14.
So bad, dude.
It's the
Wow.
blind leading the blind.
Jeez, that
failures.
I mean,
that was something.
I got 5, but I got a nat 1, so it don't matter.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
You
5,
literally, wow.
4, 4. Hello, Dash.
Barbarian.
They're
That-
using
The
you.
barbarian. Yeah, no, with 20. You do notice a bit of odd details about this. The most predominant one, and it's kind of, you're used to it, especially in the middle sectors. This tower is not getting a whole lot of sunlight in almost any way. Plant life here is pretty decrepit, if it can even grow. The most of what you see is primarily rodents of many kind, rats that scurry around the tower, and as you're kind of like peering around, especially as you grow closer to the tower, in between the cracks in the stone, you can see bats that have kind of like gathered in sections and are sleeping through the day. Now, if there's anything else someone wants to do, now is the time. Otherwise, keep going as you all make your way up the tower. So, through catwalks and questionable walkways, you make your approach towards this abode. The only indication that you've kind of like approached the doorway is a dull dragon shard lantern that helps illuminate the path, sourced at what you might be closely described as like the not balcony, what's the word I'm looking for? Porch of this abode. It's pretty ramshackle, but appears to be made of 2 stories, as it's kind of like attached here and hooked to the side of the building. A rickety door is closed in front of you all.
Does it look like it
Is,
was standing on its own, or is it relying on the building for support?
It is relying on the building for support.
Is this the place that we think is this what we are looking for? Or is kind of shit.
I don't know. I never saw any message.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
It's how you tell what most books are about. You judge them by the cover.
That is such. That is such an Axanar answer.
I feel like we
That's
walked
how
in
you
it.
know what the book is about. You look at the cover.
Yeah, you look at the
They was kind of.
you look at the picture.
Yeah, they was
Honestly-
kind of look,
Honestly, the don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, that's actually 100% how I judge books that I find for Amanda, solely by their cover. And I've been like, I'm like 6 for 7 on the quality of books. So
yeah.
you
I think
can
how they-
definitely judge.
They was kind of just looks at the building and goes, are we sure the wind is gonna knock this damn thing over? I feel like it's gonna.
I am
That's
surprised the
I
hats
pushed on
haven't
the shaft,
already
see it
knocked
falls
it
over.
over.
Shack doesn't fall over, much to your benefit, because you're all standing on like wooden remnants and pieces, and if the shack fell over, all that weight could possibly bring everything coming down with it. You've certainly left like the bridges behind, and you're more like climbing up questionable walkways that have been constructed to crawl up to this
You
ramshackle building.
just hear like the boards tweak every step we take. Just,
Most of them don't. Some of them do, though. Yeah, some of them are pretty weak.
All right. Well, no sense in waiting out here. Knock, knock, knock.
Your hand goes through the door.
Just breaks it open.
Actually, instead of knocking, I actually scratch at the door. It's the way we do it.
Oh my god.
There's a pause before the door thunk, opens partially, and you can see 3 chains attached door to door frame. A man with an unkept beard looks at you for a solid moment with a stern look before the door closes and you can hear bolts disengaging. When all of them are finished, the door is opened and the voice booms, "You can come in now."
Okay.
All right.
I
Alright.
mean,
As you
I'll
walk,
follow
familiar.
somewhere in the middle of the group in.
you walk in to find a pretty eclectic and hectic room. The dining room, multi-purpose place. You can see that a table sits at the center, and every inch of it is covered in papers and maps, schematics, trade routes, pictures of various people. Hanging from the walls, you see weapon after weapon, swords, maces, crossbows, and all the like. Multiple daggers just line these walls, all cleaned until the point where they are reflective. The rest of the home is in otherwise complete disarray, broken furniture and scraps of metal and wood all throughout the floor.
Did those say who this person was, or did it just say find me for answers?
Second. Sorry,
If
just
I recall
one.
correctly, it did not say anything about who the person was.
Speaking of the person, it's not that far there, just moving around to the table. Is a man adorned in mostly all black, with a tattered like overcloak, various belts and like that fix a sword to him, as well as a dagger, hatchet, all sorts of multitude weapons for all sorts of situations. Man,
So, man, ready for a fight.
oh yeah. He turns to you all as you enter. It's a pretty dark abode, mind you. Only like very dimly lit dragonstone lanterns actually illuminate this place as he turns. Do not pay mind to the mess. It is not my home, only a place I work out of. The name is Kuven.
I think I've heard that before.
Have you heard it before?
I think so.
Roll a history check.
It sounds familiar to me as well, or
You can roll a history check as well.
okay.
It's just like, no.
I need to redeem myself.
I'll take
I got an 8.
Gladly roll a
14.
history check.
14. Okay, yeah, you can roll a history check as well.
Yeah.
This is just me talking. I feel like I've heard that name before. I have no idea from where.
Ovin, not to be mistaken by the name Holden from Catcher in the Rye.
No, Kuven. Actually, I think Kuven might have been a character
Or your
on
brother.
Critical Role. Is why I'm confused.
Maybe.
Oh god, was it?
I think so.
Oh god.
It
was
was
it?
not though. But I got
That's not
an
even
8.
fair though.
Chris.
They have so many names.
I know. It's like,
There's Kavarn.
oh,
Ruben's a very common name in Sharn. It's like Lee or Wang.
It is definitely not a common name in Sharn.
Wang.
Or like
What were the
John.
rolls for the history check?
14.
8.
14,
8.
11, 8.
I also got an 8.
Who's the 14? Okay. Yeah, you're the one that I was asking. It has a vague OOC relation to it. The most you recognize is when you had been to Sharn and asked about individuals from here that maybe you would know or want to know about. One Karnathi individual had spoken the name Kuven as a type of hunter and vigilante type of character.
Hey, Chris, did anyone mention if he's Karnathi, correct? Like, he is a Karnathi.
You have no solid foundation. The name is Karnathi, though.
Okay. Just gonna keep an eye on him from a slight distance.
Well, nice to meet you, Kuven. What may I do you for?
This is weird. It is not the first time I have met you.
Not?
We have encountered you at. Should I like furrows his brow? The town before. The other side of Brelin.
Oh, no, by the dead. What's fucking called?
By the dead grey mist.
Yeah. What was the name of that town? I don't rightly remember. Batheron.
Vatheron? Yeah.
Batheron, thank you.
First page, first line.
Yeah.
We start in Vatheron.
Yeah.
I'm looking through like the rest of it, like digging all the way through it from the bottom up, and I'm like, oh,
Very first note.
We start in Vatheron. So dumb.
Were you in Batheron? I don't remember seeing you there personally.
What are you eating?
You were in a state of unconsciousness at the time, or some thing. You've encountered one by name of Victor de Caneth, have you not?
Yeah.
Correct.
And because I recognize certain affliction, you have also encountered his patron, the last passenger, have you not?
Yeah.
We are aware.
It's good.
Good? I don't think you'd call it good myself.
It is good because we can now work together.
I think it was the guy who had the bastards attack us in the middle of the night, right?
Last passenger, yes.
Okay.
I would like to have more details of why and how, who, more details of you, how you're gonna help us, or how we can even help each other, let alone you help us.
For 4 years, I've hunted the last passenger for reasons that will remain my own. Just know that I wish him dead. I imagine you wish him dead as well. Or at the very least, you wish for your lives to remain your own. You wish for Puebla to not die in the coming months.
That would be preferable.
That would definitely be preferable.
Very, very much preferred.
I lean over.
Might not say
and
that
that's
again.
to Thamos. Because Thamos, I said, I don't think they're talking to you, to Thamos, because he didn't have a wrist thing on, so he had no connection really with him other than the people who just recently attacked.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes,
I
your
said that just
he
quietly.
gestures over to Thamos. I do not recognize you, though. You will not
Oh, this is my
bust
friend
up.
Amos. He's gotten roped in with us a little bit, tiny bit.
Got a lot of them all the way here. And whatever's already them went after my ass. So I'm in this with you.
I'm an
Fine.
associate of an associate. That is fine. I have been hunting Last Passenger for 4 years. Attempting to track down those he communes with, those that would call him patron, in effort to bring him down. Should we choose to work together, we will both get closer to our goals.
How do you know
Ned-
that?
Say again?
How do you know that?
The death of such a patron would surely liberate what binds you to him.
How do you know that?
I've hunted him for 4 years. I am very
God damn it.
sorry, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very in tune,
Acquainted.
acquainted with his techniques. Though none have ever survived the ritual.
Yeah, he did say that. Kind of put a bummer on things.
Quite.
It is suffice to say that if you were to die, then you would be free
if no one has arrived the ritual before, I plan to be the one that does.
That's a good determination.
Because
Just
fuck
curiosity.
him.
Before working with you, I have some personal questions. Your name, that is of Karnathi origins, correct?
It is a
You
nickname
say-
of Karnathi, indeed.
You said you have had dealings with him 4 years ago.
I have.
Out of curiosity, I would prefer to know some of the reasonings for the interactions with him.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Eight. I don't see you trying to persuade him, Will.
You want me to?
I mean, preferably if you have higher charisma.
I don't think he does.
No,
but
should
I do
try.
not.
I mean, I could,
should
but
try.
Actually,
I
wait.
have a
Someone can
negative
try to
1 to
help.
charisma.
Someone can try to help. you figure it out.
I
Say something, though. You have to say
I
something.
must
Yeah.
say, I somewhat agree with Ermine on this. We have been, how do you say, shafted before.
That's an odd term. Where did that come from?
Better term of
Don't worry about it.
Is,
It's not important at
it
the
is
moment.
Aurelian or
On there.
is Andarian. You would not understand.
It does not matter at the point. We are not needed the distractions from our
But
interactions.
we would need some.
We would prefer something. I don't need proof. I am not a child. What I need is some information on your interactions, as well as the kind of person you are, so I know if I can trust you or not. As our previous dealings with previous individuals has made me less trusting than I used to be.
You were trusting?
No. And now I'm less. And I'm pretty happy with that comment as a player. I'm pretty happy with that comment. There are moments when you say things and you're like, yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you were trusting before? No. And now I'm less.
All right. What's the persuasion check?
Fuck, I've heard port of beer before.
You want me to roll one too, there, Chris?
Yes. Roll a persuasion check.
Please God.
Let's
It's all
see.
foam.
Oh, hold on, my eyes is refocused. There we go. Does a 19 get me anything?
All right.
Milord?
Kind of like he's resting his hands on the table right now as he glances between the both of you, and you kind of watch him kind of see to the point. Okay. Must be built off a mutual trust.
Oh, not in agreement.
Whoa, shit.
Second one. Got it. Right.
Almost lost my cheese.
Lose the cheese.
Kind of as he's
Also, Chris, why were you turned down to 100%? I should have you at 200.
I don't know.
Oh.
That's a you problem.
You should scream.
Do you not remember what you were talking about before this time? You told me you don't like him. That's why.
It's an issue, not an ish me.
Fucking got him.
I'm gonna spawn him. Close to it.
Must be built off a mutual trust. In a life before, I was a commander, captain, Volcarnath.
You'll notice an
look over
immediate
at Eberron.
aggression from me. Anyone who looks at me will notice an immediate aggression.
Yeah.
I won't move, but I'm not smiling.
I marched the Legion on Sire, and 4 years ago, the morning occurred. I don't remember too much about what happened at the time. I remember singing praise, a prayer to survive the calamity occurring. And something answered back with bargain. It was not favorable, but I was desperate when I said yes. I am hoping to correct that now.
Insight check.
I believe in redemption.
One insight check.
I was gonna ask Chris, would Axonar in his readings ever come across information on warlocks and their packs?
Yeah, roll a history check. Or religion check. Either will work.
Holy shit, it was actually good for a change. 23.
23.
Yes, he is not the Locky the Warlock pop-up book.
Well, there have been. It's a very small sort in Arcanics that are warlocks that attempt further magical study and research within the grounds of the school, but they do exist. And based on your interactions with them, as well as readings around the subject, it can vary wildly. From what you know, patrons that hail from Kyber typically require a contract, like a physically signed contract, whereas others will just go by written word. Others are much more involved in their devotees' life. The patrons are much more involved in those who worship them lives, almost sometimes a one-on-one relationship, so on and so forth. It's definitely not a fine science, and nailing it down is pretty difficult.
Okay.
And someone rolled insight.
14. I actually
14.
rolled really well. But I still have the -2.
Let me see. What's okay. To most what you gather, they are a reserved individual, but you can sense the sound of genuine remorse in their voice. And there is something greater there that they aren't revealing everything, but you do sense something.
So they're not outright lying, I think.
Yeah, they're not outright lying, and they do sound remorseful, which leads you to believe if they're not saying anything, it's not for the purpose of outright deception.
All right. Out of curiosity, why do you regret your actions?
I'm separated from family and loved one for eternity.
So you sold your family in the deal?
I did not sell them. It's complicated. More so. It's like trying to chase the horizon. Every step closer, it moves a step back.
My only question is, did you do it to yourself or to your family?
I did it to myself.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Starting to sound a lot like a drug addiction.
I have held some warlock contracts could very well be exactly that, but
Rest assured that I have
I
no
read a
connection
book,
to them in such
There's a
way
book.
anymore. I am my own. But effects of the deal will remain with me. Is that satisfied, you?
I mean, I'm satisfied.
It is a we on my part. Mine. It is the dragon shard is in your possession, as they say.
You have some weird fucking. Y'all talk weird.
Still on
I don't know-
brand.
I don't know what's going on, but y'all talk
Still
weird
on
over here.
brand.
This is the guy. Hey, Axnar is the guy who like was in the library, and his entire concept of the outside probably comes from travel brochures.
I have a bit of another question.
Go on.
What division were you in Ghana?
Sorry, say again.
What
division were you in?
division were you in Ghana?
Please let it be something benign like medical.
He was a commander. Like
He already said he was the commander, but this
He
will tell me
marched.
really quickly what if he's the kind of group I dealt with before or not.
if he's a fuckhead or just an enemy. That's what's going on right now.
Basically.
Chris is like, fuck, I wasn't expecting this.
Truly, I wasn't, but I could get an answer. Don't worry. I just need to look through his notes and roll a dice to determine it.
So Axenon, where did you
Okay.
learn talk? Because I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say these phrases before.
I
Like
taught myself how I
Great
was
time.
as soon as I learned how to read. I was reading pretty much every book in my library. I have done all of the research that my library could afford, and this is why I'm here. I have theories about things, and I wanted to see the world, as they say.
Done all the research the library could afford.
Yeah, well, we.
Shouldn't you be out like better in the world then? Like what
This
are you
is
doing
what
down
I
here?
am trying to do, but I got caught up in all this shit. The same shit we are all.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah,
Tell me what do you have?
get to that job.
Do you have any knowledge about how to like prevent a land from falling apart?
No, Chris, do I?
Roll an intelligence check.
Hold on. I'm gonna double check. Are you talking about land management skills? As in glowing clocks and making sure their land does
If
not.
that would solve the problem,
I
yeah.
know.
I don't know if it's
I'm
called
gonna
that.
say with a 5, I can say I know a thing or two about the geology. Maybe some plate tectonics, some horticulture.
You and
But,
I need to have some more conversations about this.
But as far as would we in Eberron know what happened in Wildmount,
No.
or is it too no?
Two
This
universes.
isn't wild
universes,
either, yeah.
Two distinct universes.
Hmm.
Like
But as for
Marvel and DC. So no.
as for a floating continent, somehow floating and then falling, no, I must say I do not know. But that's
That was singularly
Jeez.
useless. Alright then.
I'm
What
sure.
good are your books anyways then? You
Huh?
learned everything there is to learn, but you still haven't you don't know everything? What's
Well,
what are
there
the
was
other
some.
books?
Okay. My
I'm
house
sorry, Chris.
is a bunch.
Fine.
My house is mostly the bruisers and the warriors. There is a library which has a lot of information that I was spending my time in. Okay?
While Chris is filling stuff out, we might as well talk about it.
Oh no, I'm
Well,
ready. I was waiting
he
for
stopped.
this.
He stopped a while ago. That's why I started the
Oh,
conversation.
then no.
But he stopped a while
Yeah.
ago.
Okay, no, we can stop now. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you mean, am I associated with the blood of Vol?
I'm assuming, Chris, that's what I mean.
Yeah, the blood of Vol are the.
The bad ones, the necromancer kind,
Mhm.
that I would attack him on sight.
Yeah.
So let's see what he said. What did he roll?
I'm not associated. I have and always
Yeah.
will have had a strong detestment for the undead. I don't agree with the decisions to phase out the armies and bolster ourselves with the fallen. But
I will then stick out my arm in a Siren style of handshake and say, then from one soldier to another, I can forgive the crimes we both commit here, as long as we both agree those people were weird.
he reaches over to shake
Why
my
did
hand.
I become Jamaican?
Oh no!
He reaches out to firmly grasp your hand, and he has like a strength to his hand that almost catches you off guard initially.
And he'll feel that my fingers kind of get in the way of the fabric in a way that you're like, oh, so he's more of a brute strength and I'm more of a dexterity, in which where I grab, my finger's on a pressure point. And he's like, cool, great.
If it is of any consolation, I am sorry for Sire. It was the jewel of the Galifar.
I appreciate the apology, but it wasn't your fault. I do not even know whose fault it quite was.
To be fair, it might have been partially his fault, technically speaking, because he was an enemy commander. The whole thing.
No,
Okay.
that's not quite how war works. Those who are young to the pens of others may wish to watch before speak.
No.
Yes, I very politely said you should. If you don't have experience, you should shut the fuck up.
Theo kind of leans over to
That's
Feathers.
perfect. You're living your character strong. Eric,
Yeah. As Theo kind of leans over to Feathers, goes, "Leave more for those who will be part of it." Dying. It's not fucking pretty.
Ouch. Everything hurts.
Some developments have happened. If you agree to help, I will let you know what I know that has happened here in Sean in the past week or so.
Let me have free help.
We
if you have been keeping an eye on what has been happening, have you heard any details before we continue about a small halfling being brought in with an association with Victor? You gonna?
Second. I forgot about him. Be honest.
I could did.
I have not, but I know those who would know.
yeah.
Wonderful. We may
Oh, I
continue
wish
with the
I could
conversation.
forget about that bastard.
The halfling?
No, not the Appling. The Appling is
Oh.
fine. Victor.
I was quite confused.
No, he did sign that contract. We technically don't have to do anything for him.
No.
But it's the right thing to do.
I actually kind of liked Goyas.
I give Feathers a look like, what the fuck?
It's the right thing to do, but technically we don't have to. He signed the contract.
He is an innocent in this.
That's capitalism right there.
Okay, I thought Feathers was more like lovey-dovey,
Yes.
be creative, like that
Well,
kind of
Feathers-
stuff. No.
Wait, what is Feather saying it? I got distracted by the cat.
He's
I'm
basically
saying
saying like
Technically we don't
we
have
don't
to save him.
actually have to save Corius.
He signed the
Don't
contract
have
saying
to.
that we weren't responsible for anything that
Yeah.
happened.
You're nice dude, so you're doing it, but you don't have
It would also
to.
be really awkward if we ever went back to Vathleron without
With no
Corius.
Corius, so
Yeah, that's fair.
I
He'd be like,
mean,
Hey,
Where
there
is my
was l-
brother? Be like, you haven't found him yet? And
there was this look that I go and thinks
No,
his
we
head.
tried and we gave
Don't
up.
make any contact, cause he'll leave my fucking ass. He might fuck up.
we'll cast Major Illusion and have Zamos be Glorious.
Major illusion, just a fake brother for like 20 minutes, and then he fake dies. It just
Every
withers
time.
away.
Every time.
That's so fucked up.
Like
Oh,
the Rick and Morty episode.
Welcome to the
The
Halo
Rick and Morty
backstory.
episode. The Rick and Morty episode where he's like, Tyler, oh my gosh,
My
Dad,
baby.
Dad, what's happening? You're like,
Fucking Summer's in the car. What the fuck?
I love that episode. That is one of the best episodes because it's so like, whoa,
It's
just
so
really
fucked.
into a whole different thing.
The
Got
humans and
Wade
the
is back
spiders
again.
have negotiated peace treaty.
I feel like I start this a lot.
So, the last passenger typically works through Victor DeCaneth, who I was tracking and subsequently found you all. He's returned here to Sean, but he's been acting strange, erratic. He has not had his
Viking.
typical.
Viking. Viking.
Hey.
He
I
has
think his
not-
eyes.
short stack. Wait,
I think he's away.
Viking, this is why I sit up, and this is why I do this while listening very intently. It's hard to stay awake if you don't have to talk for a while. And there's no bathroom. You can't go to sleep.
I shit myself.
No worries. I feel you. Okay.
Power
now we
move.
can continue. Sorry for
Easiest
the
way to get home from
interruption.
work to shit your pants, dude. What are they gonna do?
Just-
Send me home early.
no worries.
Send you home early, dude. One-way ticket.
Yeah, Viking, I recommend lock the chair upright because it's really hard to fall asleep like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris, for the interruption. You're good to go.
We'll have intermediate screams. That's-
He's not been with his compatriots, one Leander Aguilar.
that name ring a bell at all?
Nope,
Rings a bell to someone.
not me.
Check my memory banks.
Will you ring a bell to me?
Leander Aguilar.
Oh,
Does it? Can you tell
Well-
me if it's me?
I have no idea, but it just sounds
Oh,
like a movie
okay.
name.
You
I
went.
know his name, I
Oh, I was like,
You wouldn't
Got it.
know the name, but anyway. I think the person, yeah.
Leander Angular.
Leander Aguilar.
Leander,
Aguilar.
like Leanderthal.
Eh.
It's a name that looks familiar.
I hope it's familiar to you.
I hope so too, and I do remember.
is it? Does he remember?
I do.
Okay, good.
Good.
Oh, you're the
So-
person. Or the
He's the person.
he's a
Good thing you woke him up.
Leander Aguilar is the typical compatriot of Victor when he isn't Sean. Unfortunately, I have had no such luck finding them. Leander, not so hard. Victor, much more so. He's been sporadic. He has a workshop in Everbright that you should investigate.
Out of curiosity, do we wish to just ask him?
You can speak with him.
Oh, yes. We can
Well-
contact them.
I cannot anymore. But
Okay.
rest of my compatriots, in when I talk about Victor and his wages for future reference, is famous is new. He doesn't know. But if you can see on their arms, there is a bracelet.
Hold
And
my
you can
arm up.
notice I do not have one. These bracelets connected us with him as well as the last one.
We're not
Passenger.
actually last passenger. We're not actually sure that he has access to it, but Victor definitely does.
Yeah. It's like indirect. It's like playing telephone to somebody in the house who they can like kind of hear it, but it's
Is
But yeah, he kind of knows where we're at all times, and looks like a sending stone kind of.
Oh yeah, he knows where we're at.
And you are
You
not
forget
concerned by this fact.
This is not really anything I can do about it.
Very well. Actually, Feathers, I could try to say the special word to remove the bracelet. We would lose the ability to communicate with each other as we are able to do. But I could try the word to see if it would release the bracelet. But as the last passenger did say, it would not disconnect us from him. But it would disconnect us from Victor. But that could be a good or a bad thing.
I mean, I'm quite okay with taking the bracelet off. Honestly, it's kind of itchy.
Okay.
Fucking magic.
I'll go to Feathers and I'll say the word Chris to see if it works.
Yeah, Feathers, there is like this sweet feeling of relief as the bracer loosens and then cracks at the lower part of your wrist and falls off.
Yeah, I'm at least gonna start grooming that area.
Yeah, it is like matted to all hell right now.
I will immediately grab it, put it back on, and say the command word again to put it on.
Oh.
But I heard both.
Do you have like the keen mind piece?
Do you put it on yourself or?
No, I put it on him. It falls. I go like this, pick it up, and just.
Feathers, do you allow him?
I'm not allowing him, but I'm not resisting either, so I don't know what kind of thing is gonna go on.
You're like,
yeah.
Well, if you're not resisting, then he just.
Then I clicked it on your wrist, and I said the word. Although I put it on the other wrist.
Roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh my god.
A charisma
What?
saving
I don't
throw.
remember the charisma saving throw.
Wow, I'm shocked you have it.
I forgot about the charisma saving
I
throw.
don't know what the DC is, but I'm pretty sure I passed because I rolled a 17.
See, second to get to this part of the notes. I didn't think anyone would put it back on.
Oh no! No!
Well, he technically put it back on himself.
No, I put it on you. I definitely put it on you. There's a reason I didn't put it on myself.
the major illusion fails, and Ermine's arm turns into Feather's arm, and Feather's arm turns into Ermine's arm.
It's gonna be disgusting.
Son of a bitch!
Try to groom myself and fucking lick the meat and skin off.
Okay.
I did put it on the arm you weren't grooming, because I'm assuming you were like this.
Yeah, I was like this, so like licking it with both like holding my hand.
So I just grabbed it and just click, and I said, on.
Okay, what did you roll?
17.
Awesome.
You take 97 shock damage.
You take 13 points of psychic damage.
Fuck. I will drop to the floor.
Yeah, it is an intense. Okay.
Are you knocked out?
No, but like I have a major headache and I'm just holding my head.
As I'm standing just watching.
What
It's,
is your HP, Feathers?
It's good to know.
You
Just
fucking
good to-
asshole.
Healing well.
I mean, you didn't even try and stop me. So
You regain
technically,
6 HP.
I don't feel that bad. It was worth the trial. Now, see if you can communicate with the other still.
Don't think he was expecting you to put it back on.
I'm gonna message Valkyrie looking at Ermine.
Fuck. Who'd I talk
I think
to?
Ermine's an asshole.
Do you say it out loud?
Yeah.
You say the thing you don't have to say out loud, okay.
I've done that every time.
Oh, okay, good enough. I'll look at you and I'll be like, you know that is a completely mental spell. It doesn't need to be said out loud to be translated. And also, did you think I was a nice person? I'm a war. I was a soldier in a war. You think I was a nice person?
I think he just wanted you to hear it.
Yeah, understandable, but still, did the message transfer, Chris?
Do I hear
Yes.
two voices?
It
Message
did work. Cool.
Translate. Or would
Wait,
that
there we go. We have the knowledge now that we
No.
could take it off and put it back on.
You
if
see
we
So
it
did.
Valkyrie would
reach
have
over.
heard that in stereo then, I
I would
guess.
be cautious about repeatedly removing those that did not look pleasant to put back on.
You're all right.
Yet I have to admit, I did not anticipate the pain it would cause as you are connected. There was no pain the initial time, if I remember correctly.
There was.
There was? Oh, well. This is
No.
Airman, so.
Would it be an action or a bonus action to say the phrase to snap it onto somebody? Or move
Be
it?
bonus action.
But then again, I have mine taken off, and I know where mine is, and it's put away.
No, what I'm saying
would
is
also probably
use
be a
that as a
grapple.
weapon.
But you have to grapple.
Oh! Ooh, that could be a weapon.
It'd probably be an action to grapple him though, and then a bonus action to say the word.
Or if you're fast enough, just put it on.
Or if you already have
Yeah.
somebody grappling
The
them.
attack though, technically.
Someone's already grappling them.
Chris said it's a bonus action to put it on.
So he said it's a bonus action to say the word.
Yeah, before we continue, when Chris gets back, I will go around to everyone and say the word. If you want it. I'll ask you
Yeah.
if you want it. Because I know
Definitely
one
I'll
of
want
us may want to keep it on. I don't know, because we haven't tried to talk to anyone yet. But it
Alright.
might be a...
I would recommend honestly at least one or two people have it on always. Anyone else could probably take it off, but
I
like it off, but I want to keep it and experiment with it.
Back.
Okay.
I'll volunteer as tribute of keeping it on because I kind of been enjoying just bothering the fuck out of Victor.
Okay, then anyone,
just
Chris, who
confirm
wants it
it's-
off, I will take it off.
Okay, who is
Actually,
taking it
I'll
off?
keep mine as well.
The least and most charismatic characters are keeping it on.
Off.
It's gonna be a fucking tag
Two-
team, dude.
3 people. 3 people are keeping it on.
I would like it off, please.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. I will go and take it off you.
But I would like to keep it and then write. I'm gonna physically write down the words that he's saying so I can do it myself.
Easy enough to do. He could, yeah. You
No.
can
Hang on a
see.
minute. Here's a question, Chris. Does he understand the language they're in?
I know
I
quite a few languages. I can probably say the words without understanding the language.
Yeah, it's
I say the wrong word the first time when he's writing it down. I spell it for him wrong. To see if he notices.
I'm writing in phonetics just so I can pronounce
Well-
it right.
He's artificer, so he's kind of like part wizard.
That is true. He is somewhat intelligent, so he's probably
So,
the person
like,
I
there's
can't
some-
do this to.
Spell with that.
I could probably fuck with Will's character though.
so
If I just said the wrong word under my breath.
you can
I'm not
see like
dying,
there's
so-
relief on Kuven's face as more of you start to remove the brace here. I am relieved that you have come to your senses about keeping such a thing on.
I didn't know I could take it off. That's been irritating me for the last like week.
Less about coming to our senses and more about I had not tried to remove anyone's before, as I was the only one who had theirs removed. I was the only one who knew the phrase to remove it. Also, I do not know if there is any non-arms in taking it off, if there is some connection that is broken and they are aware or what. And so there are a lot of unknowns in when dealing with many unknowns. I tend to be
He's
quite
turned his
cautious.
bracer off.
Yeah, very good.
Well, actually, that is a question because well, I wonder if we can still track the bracer even though it's not on us.
It is a good question.
I'm gonna try to message some.
Roll an
I'm gonna
intelligence.
grab somebody else's and try to message through it.
Nope.
To-
That's not how it works.
You
It wouldn't work.
can't use someone else's attuned magical item.
Would you like me to contact Victor? I can talk to him. We're on a first name basis, so
No, I was gonna try to use the bracer when it was not on me. To see
Oh,
if
here,
the
go right
magic
ahead.
still worked. But I already used my message for the day, so somebody have to message me.
is there a message for the day or is it at will?
It's one
What?
day.
It's at will.
It's at
It's at
will for
will.
this.
It's at will.
Ascending
Oh.
stone is once a day.
Okay. I thought I was with today. I'm gonna try to send another message though.
And then in the previous campaign, we had a really expensive magic item that we could just only talk to each other continually.
Yeah.
While limp in your hand, it's not attuned, cannot communicate.
Oh, attuned. I can get another attunement item. Yes.
How many attunement items did you have?
I was maxed out.
Oh,
He's
what?
artificer, yeah.
Artificer.
Oh,
Yeah, you are no
I
longer
forgot.
attuned to it now either when you take it off.
Yeah. It was
You're
so
telling me our
fucking
cat was
irritating.
nerfed this whole time?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone's been nerfed in some way, but only an artificer would have reached their max attunement slots at
Yeah, I was
third
like-
level.
I was like, what the fuck do you mean you're maxed attune? What?
I mean, it's perfect sense.
I mean, now it does.
Kuven,
Yeah, I passed
okay.
up making some items because they required attunement and I didn't have any slots open.
Kuven kind of elaborates. In Everbright, you'll find Victor's workshop. You will maybe find more either about him or where he has gone that way. In Tavek's Market, there is a location where a eclectic group of traders called the Vistani are. You are free to inquire them. Leander Leander is one such individual.
Is that the one we fucked with?
The stalls? No, you bought from Bellodash bought meat from the Vistani stalls.
Oh, pocket jerky?
No, that was a different city.
On that note,
No, it was here.
I was here.
It was here. It was just very early.
Alright, William.
Leander is one such individual, and I believe there is bad blood between them. Feel free to inquire with them more.
How much bad blood? And what degree is...
I had spoken
Yeah,
to a friend of mine, a Vistani, and the last I heard, they will quite literally kill him if they see him.
Oh,
That is
is that
definitely
bad?
the blood that is bad. Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
if
bad
you
blood.
make a habit of stabbing people in the back, it makes the sense that other people want to do it to you.
Oh, no, absolutely.
And finally, there is a group of changelings, information brokers that work out of Kenton, called the Tyrants. If you could speak with them, they might know more. They have individuals peering everywhere across Sean. They might know more about your halfling friend.
Oh, for we have the Vistani. Gotta hear that.
Vistani in Tavek's Market. There is Victor's Workshop in Everbright, and then there is the Tyrants in Kenton.
Out of curiosity, Mama, do you know anyone in the area of changeling persuasion that we may, as you are familiar with the area, or famous? You know any changelings?
Am I?
I feel
Will
like
I?
most people that have met a changeling don't even know they're talking to a changeling.
Will, my previous character was a changeling,
Yeah.
which Mamar knows.
I'm aware.
Right.
Mar,
I'm just doing that kind of.
the Tyrants have just very recently, because you were involved in this, attempted a huge operation against the Bormar clan that you helped prevent.
Mamar?
Yeah, Mamar. Because that was the one shot.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. So you are like, Mamar's this is the moment where definitely a little third wall broken there. Where I'm like, hey,
I
fuck
was just very
it.
confused.
Do you know?
So it's not curious. Or we're acting like if anyone knew any changelings.
Mm-hmm. This roll a 1d20. This is like famous. Roll 1d20. This is like so up in the air on if you've ever met a changeling.
That you know was a changeling.
Yeah.
That's the bigger thing.
That is the
We've
thing.
all met, changed.
I
We
just
know
got
they
70, I
were
think.
eventually.
What was that?
It's just the 70.
17?
7D?
Yeah, 70.
Oh, 1d20.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
said
Oh,
1
okay.
beyond. I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah.
said.
I was like, what the fuck are you rolling?
I,
Kind of ties up.
I thought you said 1
How was
beyond.
your
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
It was like he peered
Okay.
into the history of
The odds are
of
better
fight
in your
book.
favor. technically.
5.
5? Unfortunately, no. You know, the most you know is that there is a changeling gang called the Five Faces that operate out of Memphis Plateau, where you're from.
Near the college, or is that like near the?
They were actually typically in Middle Memphis. They never targeted people that could like really screw them over, and they never targeted people that really didn't have enough to steal from. So they were really targeting like the theaters, the entertainment districts of Middle Memphis. But you know of the Five Faces.
Oh,
you
so
don't
there's
know
a good
anyone.
chance you guys could have fucked over the parents because they move their shit there. So they could have.
Yeah, there probably during a period there might have been a break-in, but if it was the Five Faces or not, you don't know. If there was like a break-in, you know it was someone. It could not have been that person. It could have been the Five Faces.
He looks around and goes, the only changes I know of are the Five Faces gang. That's about it.
They are just cut purses. Do not bother with them. The tyrants will be the ones you wish to speak to.
How are the tyrants? We're gonna be speaking to them. Are they? How do they act?
Like tyrants.
So they're assholes.
Fine. Some are, some aren't. Like any criminal syndicate here, there are good ones and there are bad ones.
So 50-50. All right.
Seek them out in Kenton's at Karn Tower. In the meantime,
Didn't we just come from Carnstown a minute ago?
no. Someone might have gone to Kenton. I don't think so, though. Not Karn, sorry, Kane Tower.
Cane Tower?
Yeah.
That's where Sugar's.
You're funny.
So I assume that's our next stop. The
You have 3 stops you could make. I, meanwhile, received word of a very peculiar individual that has recently arrived in Shan, and I am interested. Why?
who is this individual? Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Warforged known as the Lord of Blades?
Would I be familiar? Would I have heard that name?
Familiar with
Actually, that would be a good question. Do I know him?
You are fine, Mamar. You would already know who they are. Everyone else is free to roll a history check.
Right on.
Yay.
Well,
Alright.
for
Nope.
me,
History checks are always weird for me because I don't come from this continent, but I have.
Yeah.
Don't roll.
Okay. That's
6.
the same with me, dude. I live in a
Should I
fucking
roll or
forest.
not?
You can roll because you're also very inquisitive and have a good memory. So it can literally be you just talking or overhearing something during your brief time here in Sharn.
I do
Well-
tend to talk to people too much.
Yes, you do.
if everyone somehow rolls low, I wouldn't mind sharing
Yeah.
information.
Well, your information is a bit different than what
My
other people would
perspective.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Zero,
Yeah.
9, 5,
I know.
You might need to go for my
6.
hold on, history. Fuck it, I'll
I
roll.
got a 21.
21.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Alright.
21, 22. Okay.
I know him only because it's a Warforged and I'm from Sire.
Some of you have no recollection, or maybe have only heard the name, but that's it, just the name, the Lord of Blades. For others, to majority of people, the Lord of Blades is an extremist, a murderer, and an individual that straddles the line fighting for Warforged liberties and rights, as well as the complete annihilation and death of all that aren't Warforged. He is a very polarizing figure. While most would see him as a murderer and a terrorist, Warforged typically see him as a bastion of hope, or one of the few people with the power to fight. What a blaze of kitchen colors.
The fight
Warforged
the
is one of the few people. Mamar. Specifically, over the course of a few years, you have been approached by many paladins for the Lord of Blades who have inquired on whether or not you would be willing to join his movement, his army in join his army in the Mournland. And you know, just like when Mormons approach, you politely say no and walk away. But
Politely.
you do know, yeah, politely. You do know,
Pretty
compared
nice
to everyone else, that the Lord of Blades, while he is a legend, quite literally in many words, he commands a very sizable amount of Warforged, and their fervent belief in him is so strong that you have seen individuals exhibit paladin powers from this belief, such as being able to detect truth, being able to heal, and so on.
Orcs.
You're one of them.
True.
So it's like damn near pseudo patronism or what?
But yeah.
I mean, most of the gods have like. There's a good
We've
theory
already
going
dealt
on
with that
still
once.
that gods have power simply because enough people believe in.
Yeah,
So
that's
If
crazy.
they're purple, they believe they're invisible, and thus they are invisible.
I know what I must do from town to town.
that's
Yeah. Well, after
Let
that,
it go
Chris,
faster.
they was
Do
kind
any of them talk to their swords?
Maybe. Chris,
They
after
have
that,
to
like,
listen.
they was kind of just looks at everyone and goes, "Who the fuck is that?"
Actually, this guy that we're talking to currently, he says he's gonna
Kufan.
talk to this dude.
No, investigate.
Oh, okay. I was
This
about to say
is-
in a moment because I was.
Yeah, he says he's investigating why this person is in Sharn, which,
brings questions.
yeah, it's the leader of terrorist organizations in town.
Yeah.
Why?
Why am not good?
Yeah, when I asked that, I assume like that's when like the guy explains who the fuck he is.
Well, everyone else in your group seems. Some people have recollection of the name.
well, I hear he's the leader of a terrorist organization, sorta, for fighting for Warforged rights. So as I point at Mamar.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I've been asked very many times, and I told them to piss off. They didn't like that very much.
I'm so very extreme.
So
You mean
they.
Do they kill non-warforged on sight? Like if he sees you as a non-warforged, he just
Yes.
okay. So kill him.
What if we
Eh.
pretended you were our slave?
That'll probably get you killed because he fights for the Warforged, not
Yeah, don't
against
say
them.
that.
With any hope, you do not encounter him.
We should really keep the slave idea in mind, though. It's a really good idea.
I'm not.
We should
Every-
get in it.
Every day I will be in my abode here. I prefer to operate at night, personally, so during the day you can find me here.
Alright.
Oh,
Don't
d'accord.
sleep.
Merci.
Oh,
The information was
I have a question for you,
valuable.
though.
Go on.
Huck.
Given that we were
Uh,
all tracked coming here. You at all worried about your safety?
No. They have been fleeing from me, and I've been hunting them.
The amount of weapons you got, and it was kind of just points to weapons I would
I'm
probably
going
run
to be
too.
very well prepared, so
You have to be.
good luck.
Before we exit here, do you have any means of communication that we can talk to you with? So, like, let's say we're out traveling or we're at the market, and the last passenger is
Oh,
like, "Hey
yes.
guys, how's it going? Can we like contact you?" And you show up and like deal with that problem.
I will not be able to communicate, no, unless you have a...
What if we put a bracer on you?
You will not put a bracer on me.
Oh well, think about it. We'll be back later. Don't worry.
I definitely will not have a bracer put on me.
A new hand touches the beacon.
You are
Fuck that quest. That quest is so stupid.
talking about, dude. That's a great sword. Anyways,
No, it's
Kuvan,
it's a long sword.
it's actually just a sword, a one-handed sword.
So we have changelings in Kenton in the Cane Towers. We have Victor and Everbright. And we have the Vistani in the what market?
In Tavik's market.
Back home.
Have a
They're literally down, like 2 doors down where we've been living.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still mad they're fucking here.
It's really funny, yeah.
This is the last time I fucking expect you to see them. But no,
But
they're
no,
here.
think about it. Of course they'd be here.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the-
it makes sense. Fuck, their characters from here anyway, so.
Yep. Of course they'd be here.
Goddamn Vistani bastards.
That said, anything else? Otherwise, Kuman kind of dressed around. You're free to stay here, should you wish. I will be prepping for nightfall.
Nah, we kind of got some errands to do. I'll let you know what's
course.
going on.
Busy as ever.
Oh, yeah. I don't know a place to go, a lot of people to see, apparently. So.
I
It'd be
really
a-
want to go talk to the, after we leave, I really want to go talk to the, House Darlin.
All right. We'll fast track that one.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what everybody else wants to do.
Yeah. I like the Valkyrie.
Yeah. Up to you.
Yeah, I really with the Valkyrie, so. Do you still want to head up to the calls to talk to Headmaster? Or you wait
Let's
for
do
that
it.
other time?
I mean, what time of day is it at the moment?
Midday.
Midday. Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, we don't really have too much going on at the moment, so. I mean, obviously we're given the tasks at hand, but we're not going to attend those two today. So
No.
we can go ahead and head towards the headmaster and get this taken care of.
Hey, before we're there, who wants to come with us to the Headmaster?
I will accompany.
I think Axon wanted to go with that.
Headmaster, come with us.
There's gonna be Axonar, Deimos, Valkyrie. Anyone else?
Yeah, he likes the Mimir and Baladash, Velosh. Are you coming, or are you gonna join Feathers for his?
I'm gonna join Feathers.
Yeah, get the big barbarian to go for my
Yeah,
commerce
his-
quest.
We plan on meeting up later
Actually,
tonight
wait.
at Tim's.
Need some muscle to intimidate lower prices.
Well, I'm selling my services, so sure,
Higher
higher
prices.
prices.
Also, isn't your thing? Aren't they both in the same area too, or around that same area?
No, no. The
Ah.
House Garland's kind of like a commercial district. The universities in the high tower.
Oh,
area.
okay. But I thought from there like like they were in that same like general area.
No.
But we all agreed to meet up at Timmy's later this evening, and if obviously if
Oh
our
yeah, let's
party
go
is
for
missing,
Jimmy's, eh?
go for some Timmy's, eh?
I mean, to be
Yeah.
Oh
honest,
yeah,
I wouldn't.
oh yeah.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. I can't wait.
I wanted to throw that one in
to
there.
walk
I
the
kept
hallway
reading
with
Cannon's
long-
Yeah.
Will, Jimmy.
Yeah. So
Well, Timmy's is like a coffee place in Canada, and because
Oh,
fuck Starbucks,
really?
so Timmy's, yeah, that's why I threw that in there because I knew Garrett would have gotten the Timmy's.
Oh yeah, for
Oh.
sure. Let's go Timmy's, eh?
Timmy's,
Yeah,
fucking Starbucks
they-
is crazy.
Yeah, get you a double and some Timios there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the same would look to Emir go
It's there, eh?
or Ermine
Here's
go.
the old yeah. Come.
Sorry. Yeah, but same would look that way and go. So me and Valkyrie are going to head to the headmaster from the Bard College, along with Astar. Feathers and Bell after heading to where is it? Where are you again? The House of
Commerce District.
Commerce District.
House
No idea what
Garland.
Lamar is doing. Are you doing that, or are you doing Feathers? Or
He might
mine?
also have his own independent like thing to go take care of as well. But
Short.
I do.
Damaged.
Mamar.
Short.
However, despite whatever y'all decide to end up doing, like I said, we should all meet up at Timmy's later this evening to make sure that we're all on schedule and not dead.
Correct.
Fine.
It's a good idea.
Who has a bracer on?
Me
Axonar
and
I?
you.
Is that it?
No, two
And
people.
Beladesh.
And Beladesh, okay.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
specifically kept my bracer, but I do not have it on.
But as far as if we wanted to communicate to people, is why I was asking there.
Yeah,
Right.
I thought for a minute like the only people with bracers on are going to the same goddamn place.
Did anybody ever heal me or no?
I gave you 6 HP back.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that. I appreciate it.
Would you like
Okay.
some water?
I mean, I wouldn't turn it down, but it's not. I don't expect to be in combat.
Well,
Always
or-
expect
or
the
be
unexpected.
in combat.
You have so much
Maybe
to
not.
learn.
I have one spell slot left.
Why?
We're
We
getting the best.
we
we're
done
getting
it
We
the
just
best
got out of
tools.
combat, that's why.
Because we got out of combat. You weren't there, so you can't. You're fine. But like we got out of combat, so we were burning, slinging
Yeah,
and burning.
No, I'm like asking, like, why? We haven't done anything today. Like, you're like, that's.
Do not pay attention to the recap.
Well, I wasn't a part of it.
I got a paper
I
cut.
didn't
I'm
do
missing
anything.
3 health.
You're missing
You have 3 health.
I'm missing 3 health.
Oh. Okay,
I
good.
know.
He got a
those
paper
are-
cut, is what he said, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm at max health still.
yeah, same. I don't think I really got hit. I only used 2 for soul.
Oh.
Yeah, I never got touched.
Alright. So yeah, so college and commerce district for now. That's where we all are heading off to.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Well,
Let's get going.
Yeah, Zemos and Exoner, without further ado, show me where the headmaster is at.
Alright. And they will lead Valkyrie and Axor over to the headmaster for the College of Bards.
Yes. One quick moment to note scan.
Oh yeah, for sure. Eh?
Oh yeah.
Quick, I have a
Oh
quick
yeah.
question. Whatever happened to the ring that you
Which
found in the Mordland, the ring of animal influence?
Ermine,
That's I have it.
Lamar,
I gave it.
Someone has it.
I gave it away because I don't need animal influence because I can talk.
I am wearing it.
I'm about to get it fucking free here another level.
I certainly don't have it because I am an animal.
Yeah, no. Ermine
knew there
gave
was
it to
something
Axnar.
And I
And
don't
I'm
need
wearing
it.
it.
Yeah, I could talk to you weren't like like any other person.
Can't speak back though.
Squeaking.
Yeah, all the
squeaky,
years. But over the years, Samus has gone. I know what each squeak means, or has an idea of what each squeak means. Like I know this, I know this.
So you know exactly how horny your rat is.
Yes, he does. He always goes, "Stop being horny, George. Goddammit."
I've lost my acorn. Do you have a spare acorn? Squeak, squeaking, squeak, squeaking.
I didn't
Right.
process that. That's great.
Okay, good, because I was like, I should probably continue this a little further so that it's
Yeah,
not...
I didn't get the first
Retarded.
one. That was great.
Hey man, goddamn you! Oh, the Lord.
Okay. So
Squeak, squeaking.
with that, who is heading with feathers?
That's the bills.
He's heading where?
Don't ever
With
call me that
me
again.
to House Fjarlin to try and get a commercial influence going, plus possibly Upper Sharn access. If I play my cards right.
Have
Oh, join
Skyway access.
Skyway access, my bad.
Skyway
We do that note so that I
Yeah.
don't fuck it up.
Yeah, I think
So,
both me and you are going for the same goal in mind. I'm going for the hat.
Yeah, we're going for we're going for the same goal, different.
And
pathways.
who is it again? It's feathers and
bells.
Belladash, and I believe Ermine was also joining us.
all right. It will take you guys. Let's see here. I believe about 1 hour as you ascend up to upper Tavik's Landing, and then you cross over the middle. Then you cross over the middle Memphis Plateau.
That's fine.
Or
It's just
upper.
great. Get to go see the actual sun for once.
It's true though.
Fuck. We've been had us on this entire time.
Yeah.
For the most part, you've caught glimpses of it through the towers, especially as you linger towards the edges of Tavik's Market. But yeah, for predominantly, it's not like you're roofed or domed or anything. It's just there's so many towers that the only light you get is that emitted by either Dragon Shard lanterns or Major Illusion Dragon Shards that are illuminating advertisements, essentially.
Valkyrie is not happy.
Yeah. This is
She has not had a good time.
this is very equivalent, like Fantasy Night City, or
Fantasy Times Square.
was it the kind of like New York, yeah, or that walled city from China that inspires like all sci-fi cities from henceforth.
Oh,
When they tore that. No, not Bossing Say.
Yeah. How long would it take?
That's a real one in China. Will.
Bossing say?
Yeah, but-
Hey, dude.
Oh, you mean Helm's Deep? Gotcha.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Fucking worst.
Isengard.
Anyway.
Anyways, you go up to
Coruscant,
7th Tower.
sub-level 1500.
Pretty close to Coruscant, I guess.
Fuck
'Cause-
Coruscant. There's levels below the surface that go so deep.
Oh, Attack on Titans. Got it.
It just gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
All right.
Love you, Chris.
You head over to 7th Tower after about an hour of journey between the layers. You have to take a small floating disc that kind of ascends you up to the upper levels here in Sharn, where you can notice the immediate tonal shift as not just do you really get close to the cloud level here, but in general, not many towers kind of reach this height. So it feels more open air. There's bigger courtyards. Plant life can really properly grow here. There is a much heavier presence of the city watch Also, most people, not most, but a lot of people are traveling with mounts, with carriages. You can see griffins, gargoyles, the occasional unicorn, as people are using them as mounts to traverse the uppermost sections here. You make your way towards the seventh towers and towards a place you were informed of via address, an alchemy store currently owned and operated by House Fjarlin. Going inside, there is a female tiefling who sits behind counter and glances up. Hello, what can I do you for today?
Well, I was told by what the fuck is his name? I'm looking for it. I had it. I wrote it down here somewhere. I was told by one of your members to come and talk to you about some things. Particular potion that I have the ability to make. I don't know if he was looking to set up some sort of like recurring deal, or I don't know what's going on.
What potion can you make? We understand that the university provides many recommendations to students, but we don't simply buy every recipe we come.
No. This is back. That was back east. It was what town was it? I can't remember his name. I can't remember what town it was. Very disappointing to
Eberron?
me.
Eberron.
It wasn't Bathround? No, it was the next one over. It was halfway here, I think.
Oh, fuck me in the ass, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck.
Hold on.
Of all the things I could not write down, my own fucking quest.
Starilasker.
Starlasker.
Yeah. Fuck, that was a name.
Back east. It's Starlasker. Back east.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And I don't know how much good it is to you, but I can make a potion to remove the petrification process.
It's kind of like a pause. I'll be right back, actually. I'll speak to someone.
There's this crazy guy out there.
I don't know what
I
he
just
wants,
lean over.
man.
I'm no
lean over.
manager of the store. Can you take care of this?
I lean over. Have you actually tried making one?
Yes, I made sure I could make it before I came here.
Okay, good.
Let me get my
It
manager
would
for
look
you.
stupid if
Let
we
me
can't.
get my.
I know. I'm
I
stupid.
did
but
that so fucking much. At In-N-Out, someone just came up to me and started spitting, yelling, and I'm like,
I say I'm doing. What do you think I've been doing for the last 3 days?
I'll be right back.
I don't pay that much attention to potion making.
Yeah, I'm not fucking dealing with this, dude. There's a pissed off customer over there. What'd you say? I said I'll be right back. Where I ended.
Look around the store, see if there's anything I actually want.
Are we?
Is there anything? Yeah. While there are potions available, it's a very similar display as you've seen before. Many of them are only projected via Dragon Shard illusion. Price tag for most of them, cheapest one you spot is 25,000, and it will range upward from them.
So no health potions here. Got it.
There is a health potion here, but it's a potion of supreme healing.
Ooh. I eye it very, very interestedly.
Yeah, it is.
That's expensive.
It is
Oh,
beautiful, and mind you, these are pristine illusions. If it wasn't for the fact that it was like very gently floating up and spinning, you'd believe it was a real one.
I will try to reach out and grab it. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Kind of like grasping at smoke before it snapped back and reforms.
Shit. Well,
Cheapest is 25,000.
Yes.
yeah, this place is kind of like a rich man's area. I don't know if you noticed the unicorn outside, but I don't think you can. Yeah, the rest can own that.
How much are you planning on selling the rest or services for?
I don't know. I don't know how much it's worth. I fucking found it and then figured out how to make it myself.
An elven individual walks out a few minutes later in this like very fine clothing, as you might expect. It's almost like a little bit like this military inspiration of like epaulets on it, chains that connect various portions of it. Insanely overdressed if it wasn't for the fact it's probably a little cold up this high. He steps over. I am. Hello? Hello?
How am I-
Sorry.
What was that?
Hemo?
Emo.
Yes.
Chemo.
Chemo.
Hemo.
Hemo. H.
Hemo.
H.
Hemo. The Fjarlin.
Oh, D. Furlan. Okay. Nice to meet you. I go by Feathers most of the time here. It's easier to pronounce.
You
How's
had
the day going?
mentioned as well. You had mentioned a reversion potion for petrification.
Yeah. I got one here. You want to see it?
I would like to.
I will pull out one of the ones that I found, not one of the ones I made.
Okay. You flash the hand over it and you can recognize glyphs start to kind of like apparate around the vial, casting Identify over it. Very interesting indeed. And you made this?
Not that particular one, but I can make it. I pull out a different one that I did make and hand it to him.
Take it and you watch the similar flash as he identifies it. Okay. Close enough.
Gets the job done.
It will. How much do you know about this? You were obviously told to come here.
Yeah, you're one of your partners down in the next town over.
In Starlaska?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Fuck, what was his name? I would know. I don't remember. I don't have it written down.
I don't believe he actually gave him.
I'm sure he did.
Was I there when you said it?
Let me check.
Not Brock.
Notes.
Nope, that's the wrong city.
So you had gone to leave.
I took one day where I just didn't write down any notes. It was like a shopping day, and that was the day when I met the guy.
Yep.
Fuck, man, I can't remember his name. I can describe the.
You can roll a history check.
All right.
Was
can
I
describe-
there when that happened?
I don't
Eric?
think you were.
Sure.
That's an 18.
18. All right. One second. Thorn.
Thorn. Okay.
All right. I don't know where those
Yeah.
beeps came from.
Do you know where they come from?
Those beeps?
Yeah.
No.
I have a feeling it's Viking because he took his headset with him.
Oh, the microwave.
The microwave.
Oh.
Or as
well,
the
It was
Good.
Thorn
That's all
over in
you.
Starlasker told me to come here.
That's all you need to know then. In this line of work, it is best that you know the least amount possible.
Why is that in particular?
You don't catch on quickly.
I'm not from around these parts. It's just I don't understand why. I don't know why it would be dangerous. That's all.
He's very smart. He's not street smart.
There's also
I
that.
see. You'll be doing a favor for my house in this assistance. It is best that I don't know your name, but thank you regardless for this. Best the least amount of people into it. Regardless, I will pay you 2,000 gold pieces for the recipe.
Is that dangerous? I feel like I might. Tell you what, I kind of need to get somewhere. So how about 2,000 gold pieces and access to the Skyway?
Why do you need access to Skyway?
Well, I got to do some research here. I'm working on the next project to see.
University should suffice for you then.
It doesn't really though. We tried that.
Full persuasion check.
God damn.
Ooh. I'm decent at charisma. I'm not great. Where's persuasion?
Wait. Before you tell us what the roll is, 1 second. Because I'm there. And I will try. So I don't know what the roll is yet. So if I feel like I'm still good, Chris. Am I still good? Okay, good. My compatriot, if he believes we need greater access, he is well informed enough in the intellectual space to know that the books unfortunately do not cover the materials that we need.
You can roll with
if-
advantage.
I want to say also, if need be, in the upper, because the Skyway's the upper city, right?
Yeah, essentially, it is
Yeah,
the city above
I
the
would
city.
say. Well, we may look rough and tumble. Many of our crew actually have had many formal events and no proper etiquette when it comes to interacting with the higher level.
That was in fact a 19.
19. Can you roll with advantage?
That was with advantage.
All right.
Did you roll better the first time or the second time?
The second time. I rolled like a 12 the first time.
Yeah.
Kind of takes a few moments. 1,000 gold and access to Skyway.
How about we meet in the middle? 1,500.
How about we meet with 1,000 and the access to one of the most restrictive parts of Sean where my name will be attached to your permit up.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. All right.
You drive a hard
The
bargain.
deal. And I hold up my hand to shake and button. Just like the universal right hand shake.
He doesn't shake your hand.
I will shake the air.
If you would please come to the back and show some of my alchemists how to make it.
Of course.
I will draft up your permission. It will be good for, you say you only need to research there?
Yes, I need to do. That is what we needed it for, right? Just, I don't remember. It's been a little while.
Quiet research.
What was it for?
You need to go there for, not Reinhardt. You need to go there for Valkyrie.
Valkyrie for.
Part of the vision they got was to head to the Azure Gallery.
Yeah, it was research.
Yeah.
It's art research. Art research.
1 week should be sufficient.
far as I'm aware, yeah.
I do. He stands up and he guides you to the back of probably one of the nicest alchemy labs that's functioning that you've ever been in.
I am starstruck.
Yeah. You've every utensil and ingredient that you could possibly want for, and some that you didn't know could be useful. Are
I will
probably
take
on
your
display.
notes of the random stuff.
This is
I
very
know.
close to like the Breaking Bad like mega lab scenario.
I will take notes of the random stuff that I didn't think would be useful.
Is this a Daedra heart?
And you show them how to make the remove petrification potion, and at the end, hemo.
I'm signing the rights for them to make it, right? Not my copyright, theoretically.
There was really no discussion of it. It seems they don't care if you make it, but they just wanted the ability to make it.
Yeah, so I'll sign away the rights for them to make it off of my knowledge, but not the copyright.
Yeah, essentially.
This is fantasy.
I don't care. I will go lawyer.
It's a very capitalist society,
If
so
I have to become a lawyer just to fucking get one over in D&D, I will.
He'll add little bits of cocaine to his, so he becomes addictive.
Blue dye.
as we all know, people frequently use remove petrification potions.
Yeah,
mean,
but
if
imagine
we-
if they just started doing it frequently.
Mythos does have a crate of Dreamleaf on him.
What?
He stole
Oh.
it.
Other campaign.
That said,
All right.
Somewhere.
paper signed, they hand you a very elaborate form. Yeah, rite of passage up the Skyway. Valid for the next week, starting today. As well as a what's a word I'm looking for? A banknote for 1,000 gold, which you can just add now. Your character next time they would go to a bank or even be in proximity.
I thought it
could
was
just
2,000 gold.
What's
you got haggled down for wanting to put the
Skyway access.
Skyway access on top.
To be honest, Skyway access is probably worth like 10,000 gold. So
The Skyway access, when last discussed, it's like a credit thing. You just need to prove you have this much money before access, and that is 100,000 gold.
right. So I'm perfectly okay with losing 1,000 gold for a week access, which I will actually make the best use of to do actual research. Because holy shit.
So wait, there's banks here, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What's a
plenty.
bank?
So usually you can go get pre-approved for a loan, and you have like a probation period of where you don't have to start paying back until a set date. So if I were to go make 100,000 gold withdrawal through this loan, go up there, show access, get up there, come back with said 100K and put it back.
Technically,
I
your net
should-
worth is 0 still.
It's still 0, but my credit should go up better. Should be better. So hear me out. Should be able to get better approved for better loans in the future. Win-win for everyone.
But your net worth is still 0. It's probably
Still
a
0. It's
valuation
okay.
of your
No.
net worth.
But I can still get up there because I have a 100K loan in hand.
What are you gonna use for collateral?
Listen, I haven't gotten that far along this. Worked
Axonar,
well.
he works as collateral.
I would like to put up Axonar as a collateral. A human being? Yeah.
Don't think that's quite how this works.
It's 100K gold.
I hear they're people now.
Axonar.
Axonars in general.
Not even. Anyways.
Oh man. Josh, you need to cut that out.
Too late.
You guys, I do have to ask this. Have you seen that the Naruto meme of the drill sergeant smoking the guy doing push-ups?
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
what? Yeah, yeah,
The racism one.
yeah.
What did we learn today? Racism. What about it? They're
They're
people now.
And I love one of the comments of it. I may have seen a different version of it, being like, if you can't deal with this, do not join the military.
Exactly.
It was fucking beautiful. All right, sorry.
Sorry, I have a friend in the army, and he sends so many stupid things from the army.
Dude.
Like, I can't remember what it was, but like a Marine but he like did a fucking march right up, started yelling at a worm, got right down, push up stands, and just ate the fucking worm.
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's like a damn fucking sorority at that point, or frat. It's just like,
dude, the
you're not
military.
even thinking about anything else, but like,
Dude,
fuck it.
Will, if you remember Kyle, he had to clean a rock in the middle of a sandstorm with a squirt bottle and a rag. He was cleaning a rock, and a sandstorm hit, and they went, "That rock better be clean before you come in." Basically being like, you're not allowed to leave until it's over. The military has a lot of dumb, stupid, retarded stuff that is just there to mentally break you.
Find the best rock.
I would have come out with some t-shirts to cover the rock.
You have to find the best rock.
Yeah.
Anyways.
His job it was to clean the bathroom the entire day.
Anyways.
Yes, anyways. That was your House Fjordland. 1,000 gold richer, you can just add that straight if you haven't already. And your week pass.
Hey, Belladash. What's a bank?
It's where you change money.
You can change money?
Yeah, you don't want to be carrying around a bunch of copper and silver.
I mean, I don't. You just throw it away.
Love it.
You just hear through the bracers. Ooh.
Look, I remember one time I was sitting there constantly throughout the day, air raids in the middle of a fucking field to find cover. In my fraternity, got it.
Wow.
Air raid. We're in the middle of a field. Did I ask? We'll find cover.
That sounds like shit Shannon has to deal with now.
That's what shit I had to go through. Find cover.
I mean,
Over here.
you just hit the deck at that point. Just fucking pray they miss.
You're laying on the ground. You're dead. Fucking shit.
Anyway.
Sorry.
So that's all. It's almost 9:30. If we want to end here.
To y'all.
Yeah.
And by y'all, I mean Nathan and Josh. Primarily.
I mean, I can go until about 10. 9:45, 10. But if people are like good and we just have a short session, like it's not a bad point to stop today.
No, a short session is fine.
I don't know if the next thing we're going to be doing is going to turn into like a 45-minute thing or an hour-long thing. It's just better if we stop here. So, what do you think?
We are closing the session.
Okay.
And I have a feeling I have a feeling the college is not going to be short.
Nope.
College is not that bad. But all of the leads you got are their own thing.
There's a fuck ton of leads we've got.
You have 3 leads from him. They're all their own thing.
From him.
And then we have to go to the fucking Skyway.
Yeah.
Skyway, Corius. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought it was stopping here or going on.
I
Go on.
I feel like I made up for missing last session.
Mm-hmm.
Made money.
I made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Before
think.
we end, who has debt?
Define. What do you mean?
Divine.
I think very
You know
few
exactly what I'm
debt.
talking about if you have said debt. Who has
If you
debt?
don't know, then you don't have debt.
You don't have it. Am I the fucking only one? Holy fuck.
You have debt? Well,
That's what the problem.
That's what
is
happens when
give
you wanna
Valkyrie
get-
a credit card.
you wanted power. You have debt. That's how it works.
Kind of fit in my backstory on this one, so it was kind of like a
What
interesting.
he's talking about, Eric, is
You know, well,
in
he was
general-
offered to you too.
yeah, I know, but if you are
Those were all
forgetting,
offered a debt option.
Chris will offer you a debt for a thing. You can go into debt. You don't quite know what the debt is. Chris will decide.
No, it's straight.
And
It's straight
you-
up money. It's straight up money.
Oh, it's always money? He said always
It-
money?
Mine was
Not
elaborated,
always,
said
but
said money,
Exactly.
and so
Yours was money. It's not always money.
not always money. But
And
mine
so-
was said money, so that's why I was like an actual debt. And I'm just like, fuck, I need money soon. I don't know when.
You know, in a way, I got kind
I'm
of
like-
debt.
I
might-
had no idea about this.
I might have to. Valkyrie might come to somebody and be like, "Hey, I need to borrow some gold." It's not even that a
Hopefully it's
lot.
not a lot
I
of
think when I mentioned it to you, because it's for a magical item, you didn't need to worry about it.
I thought it was for like just a starting, like just for the beginning. I thought that like, I do
So it
recall
was-
that. But like, is that an ongoing option or is that just a very starting?
I mean, at this point, it is ongoing. You can attempt or find some way to. This was just going into the campaign. People could have debts going in exchange for having a magical item going in.
Or looking.
You
for-
can now go to a magical item store and arrange for some type of debt or speak with someone.
So I don't have debt per se, but I do have 2 gold to my name.
I had 6.
Yeah. So Valkyrie might come up and ask for a few gold.
100.
No. Like 60 at most.
Specifically 62.
Like, considering where she's at now, and I'm like, well, 60 would cover it.
I have a debt.
I just don't know how that would work out
Is
with
my
how far
mind,
away
but she's
my
trying to take over
debt.
body.
What?
Debtor.
Don't worry about it.
A debtor is.
That's my debt.
That's impressive though. I'm the only debtor.
It's not true.
I make my own.
Thought about it.
microfinance.
Will, in the last game, I was a debtor. I didn't want to be a debtor in this one.
So, like I said, mine tied into my backstory was why. So it was like, well,
Oh, no, it makes sense.
A lot of people were debtors in the one shot.
I was debtor.
I know you could be a debtor.
I didn't. Yeah, the only thing I didn't offer it to you just because the stint you were going to be here might not be enough to
Yeah.
see the
that's fair.
conclusion.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Indeed. Thank you
Mhm.
guys for watching. If you haven't yet, do check out the store.
Have you gotten any copyright claims?
No. And I'm not expecting it.
Hopefully you don't get any. That's the
Probably
best
won't
thing.
because I got no buys yet, so we're good.
Oh.
Well, you gotta
That doesn't stop them.
Well, no, but like what I'm saying is that you gotta be pretty high up in, popularity
No.
for people to.
Not
No,
for
you
war-
don't.
Not for
No.
not for that one.
Well, they gotta be
Viking, Warhammer is Yeah, that's Warhammer.
Okay.
Viking, you know how expensive these minis are.
No, I get it. They gotta be petty. I get it. But
if I bought a Warhammer shirt, can you send me a dice tower instead?
Or Rift. Well, one, it doesn't come from Himwell.
No, you're not the one making it. Who the fuck is making this? God,
What,
you're
the
trash.
shirts?
At this.
we are making the shirts.
What I thought.
Yeah,
You don't make them. You make them?
we make them.
It goes through
No,
him to make
no,
it.
you are not understanding what I'm saying. You make them. You don't make them. You, Viking, the person, you don't put a shirt on a thing, put down a thing, roll the shirt,
We do.
fold the
Through
shirt.
him to
We
send
do.
it through.
We press them.
So if I paid for a shirt, can I get a dice tower instead?
don't you just pay for the dice
I'll-
tower?
How about you just
I
pay
wanna
me
he
for
just
the
put the
dice
dice-
tower?
Couldn't
Because
he,
I
couldn't
don't
he
have
just
a way
put
of
the
paying you
could-
for the dice tower. I'm saying if I paid
right?
for the shirt,
Will, couldn't he just put a dice tower in with the shirt and ship it?
but that would be twice as much.
I'm sorry. How much does he have to pay to make a 3D dice tower?
I don't know. He hasn't
I don't
fucking
know.
sent
I
me
would have
one
to
yet.
figure out.
63 cents. Actually, that sounds really expensive. I'm sorry.
He hasn't
29
sent me one
cents.
yet, so I'm assuming I have to pay for it.
3D prints will
Thank,
cost
thank you for coming, Chris. Even though it's late.
$1 or less.
Well, anyway, for those
Appreciate
that
it.
are watching, hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you guys next time.
If
Kept
you
that
guys
in?
move